Hudson's Bay company says it will start liquidating stores as early as next week if it can't find a solution to the millions of dollars it currently holds in debt. The department store filed for creditor protection last week, putting thousands of jobs at risk. This is a huge national story. Let's turn to CBC's Linda Ward on this. So, Linda, what can you tell us?
Hudson's Bay company certainly looking for a last-minute miracle here on Monday. They do have a court appearance, and there are about 9,000 jobs on the line here. We're talking within Hudson's Bay, but also the 3 Saks Fifth Avenue stores, 13 Saks off Fifth stores. In total, 80 Hudson's Bay stores could be affected here. Now, it was only about a week ago where we initially heard it had applied for creditor protection with the Ontario Superior Court of Justice, and those filings from that initial suit at the Ontario Superior Court show the company owes more than $950 million to landlords, suppliers, and some pretty big name fashion labels as well. They were even locked out of a store in Sydney, Nova Scotia. They had bailiffs going in trying to recover some merchandise from a Toronto store as well. So things are certainly not looking great. The company is blaming lower consumer spending, some trade tensions. We've been talking a lot about that between Canada and the United States, as well as post-pandemic drops in store traffic, specifically at their downtown stores, which would have seen a lot of foot traffic. They now say store-by-store liquidation is necessary because they just couldn't get enough financing to allow them to restructure. We spoke with some shoppers about the news.
I really like Hudson's Bay and how they did try to pivot to really cater to the younger market. They did try, but the competition is steep out here.
I feel sorry for the employees. I've just talking to several of them inside there, and they're worried. And the worker always comes out last in these sort of situations.
So concerns about job losses for sure. And then let's not forget, these are sort of anchor tenants in a lot of these really large malls, and removing these stores is going to leave some pretty gaping holes in some prime retail space. We've already seen Sears, Nordstrom, Target move out of some of these retail spaces. It's raising some questions about whether this whole department store model is even working anymore, and we heard from one expert about that.
Canadians have significantly changed their habits over the last 10 years, and particularly since the pandemic. So the avenues of escape, if you will, by selling something or selling it to others are going to require more creativity.
He says it's not